So her name is Subrina Calderon.
Calderon.
Is in such dehydration that her kidneys are failing. She is too sick for even us to take care of.
And who brought her in?
I believe they said they thought it was her dad.
What is that, would you say? Is that something from being hit?
Probably. She's 26 years old. She should not be in this condition.
Right.
Subrina's condition was dire. The medical staff feared she would not survive the night. Her body told the story before she could. Bruises, lacerations, and trauma consistent with a relentless, prolonged beating. Even more unsettling was the man who had delivered her to the hospital. He vanished almost immediately, leaving behind more questions than answers. With few leads, investigators turned to her emergency contact information. A call to her father revealed a chilling account.
Can you hear me now, Mr. Calderon?
Yes.
Could you tell me what happened real quick? Why she has these injuries?
Yes, Thomas Lopez, he got her from here, I guess at knife point. He took her over there, and...
Where's over there?
It's a ranch house. He had her locked up in the room, and he was just beating her. She said he was beating her every day.
Subrina had been abducted at knife point from his home and held captive at a remote ranch, where she endured daily beatings. Strangely, despite this horrifying ordeal, her father had never contacted the police. The omission raised red flags, and detectives could not ignore the unsettling possibility that he himself might be complicit. Still, they pressed him for details about the man he claimed was responsible, knowing that if the trail went cold, suspicion would inevitably shift back to him.
Where does he live at?
He was just going from place to place.
How did you get her?
He ended up taking her to the hospital, and I thank God for that, and dropped off and took off.
Do you know what he looks like?
I sure don't.
Okay.
Sure don't.
Say his name one more time.
Thomas Lopez.
Thomas Lopez. Okay.
Police now had a name: Thomas Lopez. According to Subrina's father, Lopez was the man responsible for her abduction and brutal assault, and the same man who had hastily abandoned her at the hospital. His sudden departure now made sense.
Where do you think he resides mostly? In Carlsbad or in Portales?
I mean, he just staying wherever he could, I guess.
Tracking him down, however, seemed nearly impossible. Lopez carried one of the most common names in the region, had no fixed address, and was known to move constantly from place to place. If he had gone into hiding, authorities feared it could take weeks, if not longer, before they ever found him. But then, in a moment that changed the course of the investigation, Subrina regained consciousness. Summoning what little strength she had left, she confirmed it was indeed Thomas Lopez who had inflicted the violence. With her final breaths, she provided police with the address of the ranch her father had described. Only moments later, she succumbed to her injuries. In the end, Subrina Calderon had done what no one else could. She had identified her killer and led authorities directly to him. She had, in essence, solved her own murder. Armed officers raced to the address Subrina had given, fully aware that they could be walking straight into a confrontation with a dangerous killer. Yet, there was one critical obstacle. They had no search warrant. Without legal permission to enter, police were forced to remain outside, knowing that just beyond the walls of the ranch house, a murderer could be hiding in plain sight.
Ian, is that you? Ian, come to the front door for me.
Hold on a second. Who is it?
It's the sheriff's office.
Let me see your hands. Come outside. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Is the dog okay?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Rice, I got contact.
I don't have nothing.
Okay, sit tight right here, man.
Okay, yes, sir. Sorry.
Inside lived Ian, the part owner of the property, and a known associate of Thomas Lopez. Subrina herself had mentioned Ian by name, telling officers he could be a key figure in locating her abductor. What remained unclear was the extent of his involvement. Was he simply a friend unaware of the violence taking place, or had he played a role in the brutal assaults carried out within his own home? Investigators knew they had to tread carefully.
Who's all here, man?
My father, my friend, Bugsy.
What's Bugsy's real name?
I don't know.
Come on outside. Keep your hands where I can see him.
Hey, what's going on here?
Thomas Lopez staying up here? Or has he been out here?
Been out here a few times.
Yeah.
I'd seen it. Is there anybody else inside? You said Bugsy. If I could go with you at the door, can you call her outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to go get her?
Yeah, well, just call her from the door, please.
Also present at the ranch was Bugsy, another acquaintance of Ian's who happened to be staying at the property during this time. While there was no indication she had any connection to the crime, detectives recognized the value of another potential witness. She might hold vital clues, or even information that could finally lead them to Thomas Lopez.
So what we're doing, we're asking everybody to come out of the house. We're fixing to do a search warrant on the house. Supposedly there was an incident a couple of nights ago where somebody got beat up out here. And so now we're securing the house to do a search warrant for evidence.
Okay.
Perry kept casting uneasy glances at his son, Ian, aware that something wasn't right. This wasn't the first time Ian had brought questionable people into the house, but Perry chose silence rather than turning on his own son.
We're good. We're out here with Ian Whelan and his dad, so there's nobody else in the trailer. So both are just chilling out here for right now. We're working for Temple.
Ian, meanwhile, stayed quiet. Only hours earlier, he had helped Thomas Lopez crawl into the vents to hide, a fact his father knew nothing about.
Yeah, we're good. We're good for the next few minutes out here. Just
your warrant?
That'll work. Thank you.
Well, we don't have it right now. We're getting it. Like I said, we just
don't
came
have
here.
it? Okay, well then we don't have to
Hold
do
on.
anything you say.
We're securing the house.
You don't actually have a warrant.
No, I do not have a warrant.
Okay, Ian. Ian.
Hold on. Can't do
Hold
anything.
on. Come here.
I'm exercising my right.
Ian, come here so we can talk.
Okay.
Would you mind if I walked inside with you, just so we can make sure there's nobody else inside?
Sure.
Okay, I will go with you. Like I said, I'm not looking for anything except for just make sure there's nobody inside.
Police still weren't certain the house was empty. Ian had mentioned a visitor named Bugsy, but wasn't sure if she was still around. With caution, an officer prepared to enter with Ian, knowing a killer, or a key witness, could be inside.
Okay. You mind if I put on some lights?
Yeah, go for it, man. It'd make it easier for both of us.
Yeah.
And you don't have anybody staying with you currently?
No. No.
I just want to make sure, not somebody waiting behind me,
Dog shit's back here, man. So.
Okay. Do you mind if I walk, make sure there's nobody on the side?
Go ahead, man.
Okay. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
Okay. Thank you. Do you mind if I walk in here?
Go ahead.
Like I said, I'm not worried.
Go ahead, dude.
I'm not looking for anything. Just make sure nobody's in here. Sure. Yeah, it happens, man. Do you mind if I take a look inside?
Absolutely. Appreciate it. Not to
Okay. Thank you.
my cross fees filling.
Right on. Do you have just friends stay from time to time, or you have?
Yeah, every once in a while, you know.
Hey. Hey.
Sorry, my bad. Hey, I'm right here.
Okay, come back here.
What?
You under the covers. Let me see your hands.
What's up? Hey,
There's somebody under the blanket there. You under the covers. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
It's not a guy. Did you see it's not a guy?
Okay.
Alright.
Mind coming with us, ma'am?
You're looking for a guy.
Okay. No, she's fine.
You're looking for a dude.
We're not looking for her, but we do, ma'am, need to ask that you come outside with us.
Bugsy was clearly not the suspect police were after, but she soon proved valuable in other ways. Having stayed at the ranch in recent days, she was kept close by investigators in case she had noticed something Ian had not. After a cautious sweep of the property, officers found the house itself to be empty. Outside, Perry was briefed on recent developments and the strategies being considered for the search ahead.
So you're referring to this Thomas girl, aren't you?
Yeah. Thomas has gotten himself into some pretty heavy at this point, so.
Yeah, but what I've seen of him, I don't care for the dude.
Okay.
Keep this between me and you. I'm here trying to make shit right, and I apologize for my son, you know what.
Well, it happens. Okay.
Not a dude.
Okay. Obviously not the guy we're looking for, so.
Mr. Whelan?
Yes.
So they're fine where they are right now, but what it's sounding like is the investigators are wanting to do the entire property covered in the search warrant. So
What does that mean?
well, meaning the car's going to have to stay here.
Okay.
They're okay in there for now, but they are asking
The entire property.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
want to go through the barns?
Yes, sir. That's what it's sounding
We
like.
could probably go do that right now. The
Well,
well house is locked up and the barn's unlocked.
okay.
But I could take y'all on a tour if you want me to.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for them to get the paperwork done, just so that I don't think. I'll be honest with you, I don't think Thomas is hiding in the shop or something like that. But on the off chance that he is, I don't want him to have the ability to talk to a lawyer and say, "Well, they illegally searched the barn." Even if we have permission at this point, we're just gonna kind of stand by and do it by the books of the paperwork. Okay?
Yet, Officer Rice's assumption that Thomas Lopez was no longer on the property would later prove dangerously mistaken. Had he pressed deeper into the search alone, the outcome could have been far more perilous. As the day drew to a close, investigators gathered to review the evidence collected thus far. But their discussions could not take place within earshot of Ian or Perry. There were reasons for secrecy, reasons that would soon become clear.
She's been living here? Probably. Did you ask her?
No, I haven't asked her expressly.
I would ask her. Because if she has been living here, she might have witnessed this. Sorry, I don't mean to be on edge, but you know,
Yeah, especially after.
yeah. But, I guess the way it's looking, she died from that whole situation. Like those meetings.
I see. I'm guessing there was some internal injuries. Okay. So it wasn't like we tracked her down.
The way it seemed.
Okay.
Officers made every effort to withhold specific details of the case from both Ian and Perry. Detectives intended to interview them later, and the less information they absorbed beforehand, the more reliable those interviews would be. This approach served two purposes. If either man was complicit, limiting details prevented them from tailoring their stories to fit the evidence. If they were only witnesses, it ensured their statements reflected what they truly observed rather than what they overheard from investigators, preserving credibility in court. It was also not the first time police had been called to Ian's home. The ranch had seen multiple arrests of known criminals in the past, though Ian himself had never been taken into custody. His name consistently surfaced, not because of direct involvement, but because of the company he kept.
Let me tell Ian.
Okay.
Hey, listen, they're expanding the search to the whole property. We cannot take the car.
Okay.
What?
So the thing is with it, Ian, is you guys physically yourselves are not being detained. Okay. Any other than I guess today, any other issues going on?
No.
Okay. That's good, I guess.
Fortunately, no.
Yeah. Got a nice place out here. You gotta be more selective about who comes out.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Honestly, when I lived out in the county, if I had friends over and they brought somebody I didn't know, I would straight up tell them back, guys, I'm cool with all y'all. He said, but him, I don't know him. He said, and if I don't know him, he doesn't need to be here.
As time passed, Ian's unease became increasingly visible, a change that did not escape the officer's attention. His discomfort, paired with the history of multiple criminals being arrested at his property, only deepened their suspicion. Investigators reasoned that someone who consistently associated with offenders might eventually feel compelled to shield them. This concern guided their next move. While Ian was escorted toward the interview room, detectives chose to delay his questioning. With several other witnesses available, their strategy was to gather as much information as possible first. The goal was clear: collect details that could later be used to expose inconsistencies in Ian's story and pressure him into revealing the truth. They began with Perry, the property's owner, and Ian's father.
Too many people coming and going. I'm getting sick of this shit.
So you were in your room. They had been there a couple of days. You heard her getting slapped. You knew she was getting slapped by the way she was sounding. You peeked out. Ian was telling her, hey, y'all need to calm and quit, or whatever he said. The girl outside, this Elizabeth chick, and some other guy gave the girl that was being slapped after she said, y'all need to help me.
But that, apparently, this is two different women. See, I thought the girl that got beat up was not this girl. Yeah, I don't know. I'll stay back in my room.
But you saw a woman getting beat.
But I didn't think it was her. She was already in Carlsbad. Right? Is it time?
She just barely got in Carl's bed, probably Friday.
Perry admitted to hearing Thomas assaulting a woman inside the house, though he could not say for certain who it was. He reinforced Ian's reputation for allowing anyone onto the property and remarked that such recklessness was bound to end in disaster. If Perry could identify the victim he had witnessed, it would be critical, helping investigators align the evidence and push their search forward. But Perry's statement took a darker turn.
Suppose we just got you got the faces mixed up? Because you don't seem sure, but you knew it was women.
I thought there's two.
There is, Thomas did beat up another girl. Yeah. That he has warrants out for his arrest now, too. That's why he's running.
Does he beat up every woman he comes in contact with? See, I thought we was talking about another woman. I knew of this chick, the picture you showed me. I knew of her going to the ER. But the chick that I heard through the wall saying, y'all gotta help me, was not her.
He insisted the woman he heard Lopez beating was not Subrina, but someone else entirely. This revelation suggested the violence was not an isolated act, but part of a disturbing pattern.
Maybe I'm confused. Because, okay, once she went to the ER, she never went back to the house, right? Okay. I'm thinking of another chick. Does that make sense?
No. But we'll figure it out.
I'm sorry, man.
That's all right.
This whole thing is just confusing for me. I need to be more involved, I know, with who comes and goes, but, you know, he thinks he's a grown-ass man now. Ian's gonna have to start putting his foot down about who stays at the house. Plain and simple. Well, we need to get this man.
With little more Perry could offer, detectives shifted their focus to Bugsy, the unexpected witness who might provide the crucial details they needed.
Okay, because you might have seen or heard something that happened out there at Ian's house a couple of days ago.
Honestly, I just got there today to do some laundry, so I haven't...
Well, Ian says you were out there a couple of days ago whenever this incident happened. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You know Thomas? The guy that's always out there with Ian and all them guys? Thomas?
I mean, I've seen him a few times out there, yeah. I mean, even if I was there, I didn't see none of that.
Did you hear any of it?
I didn't.
At first, Bugsy appeared to offer little help. She hadn't witnessed anything suspicious at the ranch, and detectives feared her account would lead nowhere. But once told of Subrina's fate, she reconsidered.
The reason we're here is because there's a girl that was with Thomas. Today, she started having complications from what Thomas and Subrina had an altercation over.
Okay.
She is now deceased.
Though she hadn't seen the attack, she provided something far more valuable: the address of another home where Thomas Lopez was known to stay. That house belonged to another of Lopez's victims, revealing that Subrina was not his only target. Police were now faced with the reality that Lopez was a serial abuser, a revelation that added urgency to the case.
Good, and yourself?
Pretty good.
All right.
We're looking for Thomas?
He's not here. My friend Monique, that's her boyfriend.
Okay.
She asked me to stay here because she's...
Is Monique not here either?
No, she went to Clovis.
Okay.
And I'm just watching.
Do you know where Thomas is?
He's not supposed to be
We just
here.
really need to talk to him.
He's not supposed to be here. We changed the locks for her.
Changed the locks for her.
She's really scared of him, so...
Oh, yeah?
Yes, we changed the locks for her.
Okay.
She doesn't have a phone.
Was she battered a while back?
Yes.
Is that what that... Do you mind if we just make sure he's not in the house?
That's fine.
Did you know?
What's that? I'm not friend.
But nobody else is in this house?
Yeah. The only thing is that she called me so she was scared of me.
Uh-huh.
My boyfriend changed out the locks for her. He took her phone.
Oh, he took her phone?
Yeah.
When you're saying her, who are you talking about?
Money. She hasn't been here all day. I can't stay here for her.
But she still lives here?
Yes.
She hasn't had contact with him that you would know of? She pretty much wanted nothing to do with him? How long ago was their incident that happened?
That was yesterday. But she called me and told me to come change out her locks because she's scared of me.
Investigators feared he might be lying in wait for this woman's return. Yet when questioned, the homeowner insisted she had neither seen Thomas recently nor knew of his whereabouts. Despite her reassurances, detectives remained deeply uneasy.
Is she working or where is she at?
She just got a rehab. And so she went to Clovis with her daughter.
Oh, I mean, I guess that's what it means.
It was about 7:30 yesterday.
Does he have any friends around here that we know of? That he hangs out with? Family?
I know of him because she's my friend.
Uh-huh.
But I know she don't have nobody who terrorizes her.
Do you think he still has her phone?
Oh, he does.
Get that number.
He does have her phone.
Officers scoured the house from top to bottom, even searching the attic, but there was no trace of Thomas Lopez. According to everyone questioned, he had vanished completely off the grid. Yet investigators knew there was still one man they hadn't pressed hard enough, the one whose behavior had raised suspicion from the very beginning, Ian Whelan. If anyone knew where Lopez was hiding, it would be him. That night, Ian was brought into the interrogation room for what detectives hoped would be the final interview of the case.
Their cameras are down, so I'm using this thing, okay?
Okay.
I'll explain to you why we're here talking. You're not in any kind of trouble, okay?
Thank God.
You're not in any trouble. You have any idea why you might be down here?
Well, yes.
About what?
Because of the fight or whatever, I guess, that Thomas had. Right?
You know anything else about it?
No.
Up to this point, Ian had been kept in the dark. He had not been told that Subrina was dead, nor that Lopez had brutally attacked her. That was about to change.
Tom, let's talk about Thomas Lopez. When's the last time you seen him?
It's been about like a day or so.
A day or so? What about his girlfriend Subrina?
About a day or so.
Okay. What happened between Subrina and Thomas?
I just like heard an altercation. I didn't like see anything. I just heard them screaming at each other enough to where it alarmed me.
Were they inside your house when they did that?
Yeah.
When they were screaming?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was there anything physical going on? They were just screaming? Did you see anything physical? Did you hear anything physical? Did you hear her yelling stop or him stop or anything?
Mm-hmm.
No? So whenever you heard screaming and stuff, where were they at?
Like, I guess it would be like down towards the kitchen area. I don't know, I heard them yelling and whatnot, and I went out there and I was like, hey man, are y'all okay? And they were just like, yeah man, fine, you know.
And what did she say?
That's it.
Evidence suggested Ian had been present during the violence. He admitted that Subrina had been crying when he approached the room, but claimed he dismissed it, choosing instead to retreat to his own bedroom. Whether through denial or indifference, he seemed unaware of the severity of what had unfolded just steps away.
Do you know what the fight was about?
I don't. And honestly, I've got so much stuff of my own crap, like...
Okay, when's the last time you heard from Subrina?
I don't know Subrina. Like, I'm not making this up. Like,
But she was, that's Thomas's girlfriend or whoever.
I don't even know that. Like, I just know that there was an altercation between. I don't even know if this Subrina is, if this is who, like...
Messed up teeth?
I'm assuming that's who it was.
So that day that whenever we went out there, was it the same chick?
From the start, officers noted Ian's troubling habit of letting near strangers stay at his ranch. What may have once seemed like harmless generosity had become a dangerous pattern. Guests quickly learned that Ian rarely interfered, treating the remote property as a place where crimes could be committed without scrutiny. At first, this meant petty offenses, robbery, drug possession, but this time, the consequences were far more severe. Ian was about to learn just how serious.
Do you know why I'm here?
No.
Remember I told you last time we don't come over here for simple stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember you told me that. So what's up?
She's dead.
You're f***ing me. What happened? Do you know?
Well, from what she told us before she died was that she was getting her ass beat by Thomas over at your house in the barn with the golf club.
Died?
And so whenever you heard him arguing, when he just said he was getting pretty rough with her, what did you see him do?
Like just slapping her.
Slapping her? Well, I'm just trying to figure out what happened. And first of all,
I'm telling you,
if he was in your house, you didn't even know, so we can get him.
Detectives had long suspected he knew more than he admitted. Now, confronted with the truth of Subrina's fate, Ian was forced to reckon with the gravity of the situation. If he continued to withhold information, he risked being implicated as an accessory. Worse still, if Lopez remained hidden on the property and harmed an officer, the blame could fall squarely on Ian. The question remained, would that pressure be enough to make him turn against his friend?
When's the last time you seen Thomas? When even?
Okay.
Is he at your house?
I don't know.
Where does he hide in your house whenever the cops are trying to get him? Where would he go hide inside?
We're over there.
Okay, the house is secure. We're going to search warrant for it. Where would he be hiding? If he's in your house, where would he be at? You don't want that problem at your house.
No. Like, I didn't know.
Have you seen Thomas?
Dead.
Have you seen Thomas today? Tell me the truth, man.
Yeah, I mean.
Where was he at when you seen him?
In the house.
Okay. Was he there when the cops got there just a while ago? Ian.
Can we take the... give us a... Can take that.
Ian had reached his breaking point. He knew what the right choice was, but fear held him back. Fear of what others in his circle might think if he was branded as untrustworthy. After asking detectives to switch off the camera, he finally confessed. Thomas Lopez was inside the house. Not only that, he was hiding in the vents, concealed in the narrow spaces above them the entire time. With that revelation, police now knew exactly where to look. But capturing him would be no simple task. To make the arrest, they would have to coax him out, or else crawl into the tight, dangerous confines of the vents, face to face with a known killer.
Right. I mean, he knows we're here. Yeah, I assume he knows we're going to come back. I guess. I don't know.
In the interview, they said he might be in the vent.
Yeah, that's what they're claiming. That's what Ian is claiming, is that he might be.
So if he's in a vent, the only one large enough for an adult that I know of is when you go in, there's a hallway that goes all the way to the back of the house. There'll be a blanket in the hallway right now that covers it.
As we go in, still clear all the little areas that we go past. I don't want to get fixated and have him come in behind us.
Yeah, if you hit that vent, the only downside is you'll have 2 rooms to clear in the hallway before the vent. So the last door is literally next to the vent.
We'll figure it out if anybody sees something weird.
Minutes later, additional officers arrived at the ranch. They quickly identified the vents where Lopez was believed to be hiding, preparing for what could be a high-risk extraction.
Thomas, this is the Roosevelt County Sheriff's Office. Come outside.
He's not answering or nothing. You try. He might answer. Let him know if he doesn't respond.
I got a
doesn't come out.
Yeah.
Look around here.
Dominic, Roosevelt County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Bachman. Come on out, man, with your hands up. Know you're down there.
Is that the vent he went in, or this?
That one.
It's got this huge culvert. I saw it. It goes down. There's no access back there.
Ian had the screen. He puts the vent back on, so he knew he was down there.
Detectives quickly realized the vent cover couldn't have been secured from the inside. Ian had clearly assisted Thomas in hiding, but that issue would have to wait. The immediate challenge was locating Lopez's exact position within the vents, and then finding a way to draw him out safely.
He was right there. How far, approximately?
I'm all the way at the bar down there. That other vent is that.
Just trying to see if there's a mirror.
I got a good point there. Let's see duct tape and a mirror.
There's probably duct tape in the garage.
We tape a phone and flashlight together and stick down in there just so we get some really good light and light them up and just confirm.
Their solution was unorthodox but effective. By angling a phone and a flashlight deep into the ductwork, officers managed to confirm precisely where Thomas was hiding.
It looks like you can see the back of his neck, a jacket.
The problem, however, was far from solved. Lopez refused to respond, and no one was willing to crawl into the vents alongside a violent fugitive. While additional units secured the property from the outside to prevent any chance of escape, investigators continued to call out to him, receiving nothing in return.
Thomas, if you can hear me, man, answer. I know you're down there. We saw you in the pictures. Answer me. Just let me know you're okay, man. Are you okay down there? Yeah, no movement. No, there's nothing at your door. Like you would think that he'd shuffle a little bit. I haven't heard him.
Oh, it looks like he moved since.
Yeah, but like no noise, nothing. Oh.
Señor López, estoy invitado a la oficina del sheriff. Estoy abajo de arreste. Necesitas levántese ahorita.
Hours had passed. perhaps even days, since Lopez had first concealed himself inside. He remained unseen, silent, and motionless. Officers began to fear the worst, but entering blindly was far too dangerous. It was then that one officer proposed a bold, unconventional idea.
You're going to want to push him back this way because he's going to have to come out this way. Yeah. So if you introduce gas, you want to introduce it on that.
Okay.
If you have a fogger or you have pepper spray,
Yeah.
I would introduce it down there. And
You want to do the same thing with a video?
it may make him uncomfortable enough that he'll come out. That's going to make you cough.
Yeah. Turn around, it looks like he's facing us. Hey, his head's up here for sure.
Yes.
He went in deeper. Yeah, because you don't want him to crawl, so I would introduce it over there too. Push him this way.
Yeah. Introduce it on that side.
The officers devised a drastic but effective plan. Release pepper spray into both ends of the vents, leaving Thomas with no choice but to come out. Trapped in such a confined space, the gas would have caused unbearable pain and suffocation. But the mere threat of this tactic was enough. The thought of being gassed inside the vents terrified Thomas, and with added pressure from the officers, he surrendered before the plan had to be carried out.
I hear him. Hey, come on out, man. Dude, come on out. What did I do? Come out and we'll talk.
I'm a little scared, sir.
No, there's nothing to be scared about. Come on out.
Yes, sir. I've been beat up by the cops before,
I understand, but nobody's going to hurt you. I just need you to come out slow. Yep, we'll get you something to eat. We'll get you some.
Got some dirt on there. You want to take the hood off? Shake it off.
The extraction was unconventional, but undeniably clever. With Lopez finally in custody, investigators turned to their next task, interrogation.
Move all this over here, okay? You speak English or Spanish?
Both.
Okay. You want
Preferably English, though.
preferably English, and we'll stick with English. So listen to
We
me.
are in America.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Well, what we are here for is what happened with Subrina the other night. That's what all this is about.
The evidence against him was overwhelming. Every witness had identified him, and even Subrina herself in her final moments had named him as her attacker. Still, Thomas was determined to defend himself, choosing to do so without the aid of a lawyer. His explanation, however, would prove far from convincing.
Okay, we talked to Subrina. Okay, she told us what happened to her. Okay, I need you to be honest with me and tell me the truth. Okay, were y'all guys fighting that night?
It was just an argument, that's all it was. We weren't fighting. We wouldn't get physical.
How many times did she hit you?
I don't want her to get in trouble, sir.
Okay, how many times did you hit her?
I didn't hit her, sir. We just bumping each other, like, you know what I mean?
Did you shove her down the steps for her to cause those injuries?
I would have showed her. That's my kid's mom, but
Y'all guys have a kid together?
I don't want to hurt her.
So tell me what happened in that bar.
That's what she felt. And sir, we went back there and argued because we didn't want to be arguing in that house. I don't want to get thrown out because I don't have nowhere to live. But
Thomas offered his version of events, insisting that he and Subrina had stepped out to the barn to avoid arguing inside the house. According to him, Subrina had slipped on the steps and fallen, sustaining all of her injuries in the process.
You guys are arguing, okay? And it did get physical, but you didn't want to tell me what happened, right? Is that what you're telling me? It got physical, but you didn't want to tell me what happened.
we just kind of like we got in each other's face about it. Like,
was that the same night you took her to the hospital?
I mean, it was ongoing for like a couple of days.
So you guys were just like basically arguing for 2 days?
Pretty much.
When was the pushing and shoving?
I wouldn't say pushing and shoving. We just kind of
The chest bump or whatever. Yeah, when was that?
That's during that night when she fucking fell.
Okay, so you guys do this chest bumping.
We don't argue in that house because I don't want to get thrown out of there.
He denied ever striking her, claiming the most physical contact between them was chest-to-chest shoving during a heated exchange. Yet this account was in direct conflict with the severity of Subrina's injuries, and with her own testimony to police before her death. As the interrogation continued, Thomas's story only grew more implausible, straining credibility with every detail he added.
So then you guys go out to the barn. What happens next?
We're just sitting there, just smoking a cigarette and stuff. We're up there.
So you guys go up, and you like upstairs in the barn. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, in that loft. We start
up there, and then she started coming back down, and she fucking losing her footing, and there she goes down the damn steps.
So when was the
So I pick her up, walk her to the house, and she's like, well, if I can't bear it no more, then I need you to take me to the emergency room.
So when was the chest bumping or all of that? Where was that at?
It's kind of in the beginning. We got in there, then that's when.
How'd she fall down the stairs?
She lost her footing, I guess. Like, you look at the stairs, and there inside that place, there's a big ass gap between each. It's not constructed pretty good. It's like some shit somebody just put together.
Are we talking from the top all the way to the bottom?
It's like halfway, maybe towards the bottom. She lost her footing.
Okay.
All kinds of junk and stuff that's in that barn.
Yeah.
Thomas claimed he played no role in Subrina's injuries. According to his version, the two had reconciled before the incident, and her wounds were the result of an accidental fall in the barn. He believed this story explained everything: the shouting Ian overheard, their move outside, and the extent of Subrina's injuries. This is precisely why detectives withheld key details during the investigation. Thomas had constructed a narrative to account for the evidence he thought existed, but it failed to address critical facts, such as the injuries consistent with a golf club strike, or Subrina's own statement that he had injected her with drugs. These were details he had no idea investigators already knew. In the end, there were too many contradictions, too much evidence to overcome. Faced with the weight of it all, Thomas Lopez ultimately chose to plead guilty at trial. Hospital staff later testified that Thomas initially claimed Subrina had fallen down a flight of stairs, but when she regained consciousness, Subrina directly contradicted him. She told nurses and later police that he had beaten her repeatedly with his fists, struck her with a golf club, and even tied her to a chair in the barn for extended periods of time. Even more disturbing, she revealed this abuse had continued for nearly a month, during which she felt she was being held captive. Against such damning testimony, Thomas had little defense. He was ultimately convicted of murder, kidnapping, and resisting an officer, and sentenced to 18 years in prison. Do you think Ian should have faced charges for helping Thomas hide, or was he simply too afraid to do the right thing? If Subrina hadn't found the strength to speak before her death, do you believe Thomas Lopez would have ever been caught? If you found this case as chilling as we did, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more true crime breakdowns, and leave a comment below sharing your thoughts on whether justice was truly served.